is the Rockstar Roddy Gilmore, Booker T's Reality of Wrestling, and you are listening to Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Max from Wrestling with Subtitles, and you are listening to Houston Wrestling Radio.
Hey there, this is Tex Lone Star from Doomsday Wrestling.
And this is Dirty Sons.
And you are listening to Houston Wrestling Radio with Travis and Abel.
Hello, welcome everyone to another edition of Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Abel.
And this is Travis.
And guess what, guys? We got a special guest on here with us that will be on throughout the rest of the show. I bring to you Kid Ransom.
What's up, guys?
Hey, thanks for coming on, man. That's pretty awesome of you.
Well, thanks for having me.
No problem, no problem. We're gonna kind of change up the formula here a little bit today. Since we do have you here for the whole thing, I think it'll be awesome that, we'll just do our little interview and then we'll just go and talk about the rest of the stuff, from the week. And, you can chime in on all that and whatnot and, have a little bit different style, I suppose. So, with that being said, we could go ahead and just get on to the interview part here, with you, man, where we're just gonna talk a little bit about you and your career here and everything you got going on in the, wrestling world down here in good old Texas.
They can't see you do the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Well, they should be able to see me do the thumbs up.
All right, they're already getting to a great start here, folks.
I forgot it's radio.
This is a green screen back there, so.
Ooh, green. All right. First off, man, I just want to say a couple of things about, who you are and how we know you. You are a former PWA Tag Team Champ.
Yes, sir.
And you are the current Booker T's ROW Internet Champion.
When that happened? I'm kidding.
We gotta catch this guy up on some stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right? I don't remember that happening.
Oh boy, it was a long night, I guess.
Yeah, it was a long night. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to bring up what you got going on next, since you are the current Internet Champion. I guess that means that you have to put up the title here this week, and I saw on Facebook, through the ROW Facebook, that you are going to be going up against Adrian Cristiano.
Adrian Cristiano?
See?
Oh, boy. I guess so. He speaks English, he speaks Spanish, he speaks something else, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I have a match with him, and he thinks he can take my title, but good luck with that. Good Lord, I get all my rowdy friends in one place. It doesn't seem like anybody can beat me. Hell.
That's true, man. It does get loud and crazy there, whatever you are in the ring, man.
It scares me sometimes. I'm sitting there, I was like, okay, who yelled that?
Well, it shouldn't scare you. It should scare your opponent.
I think it does. It scared Steele. I beat him twice.
Yeah, those are some pretty good matches with Jared Steele. That actually reminds me of something. We kind of brought this up on the show when you had the match with him and you did the spine buster off the top rope.
Well, we were debating, was it second rope or top rope?
Well, they were standing on the second rope,
yeah.
but they were seated on the top rope.
Technically, I was seated on the top rope. He was standing there.
That's true.
Okay, what about it? He was standing there hitting me, and I had no other choice but to get him off. So
He had it coming, man.
I was just like, okay, bullbuster, boom.
Bullbuster, is that what you officially call that?
That's what I call it. I don't know what y'all call it.
Well, from here on out, we're going to call it the Bullbuster.
It's Houston Wrestling Radio exclusive.
It's an exclusive, ladies and gentlemen.
You heard it here first.
Only on this show.
Yes, it is the Bullbuster. I guess that means I need to make a new sign.
You do need to make a new sign.
Yeah, there you go. Get him with the Bullbuster. I don't know. I'll come up with something more creative.
I hope so.
But bump.
Yay, Bullbuster. How about that? No?
Travis, help your boy. He's scared.
I've tried. He
scared me.
He's beyond help sometimes on this.
Wow.
I really like your Bullbuster.
Hey, Bull.
We'll have to edit that one out.
Wow. He really likes my Bullbuster.
You see what I'm working with every time here?
I see it.
Yeah.
It's like I'm advertising a soft drink or something. Coming to Walmart. The new energy drink, Bullbuster. Lord.
Oh, Jesus.
We're having too much fun.
Yes, we are. Hopefully you'll be having that much fun with Cristiano in the ring, but having fun because you are whooping his butt and you're going to keep your title. That's what I'm rooting for there.
And getting loud.
Yes.
Yes.
Getting loud.
You have to get loud whenever the kid comes out because I'm always loud and proud.
Indeed. And we do.
Even when I give the thumbs up on a radio show where nobody can see me.
We'll add in applause later.
Ooh, sweet!
We won't really.
Dang!
Don't let him know that.
They're giving their secrets out.
No, I mean, we're here in front of our live studio audience.
With a green screen.
Yes. All right. Enough of all that shenanigans. Let's move on to something else. I kind of want to get down to, kind of your story here. How long have you been pursuing wrestling here as a career?
7 plus the 4 minus the 2.
That's a lot of math for somebody from Crosby.
That's a lot of math for you, man.
I got a lot of education. Leave me alone. No, almost 7 years now.
Really?
Yes.
How did you come about this? How did you start? Did you just...
I get asked that a lot.
Okay.
What made you get into wrestling? I was always a fan of wrestling. Growing up, I watched it. And get to high school, I did weightlifting and played a lot of football. Too much football. And I graduated high school, and it's like, dang, I can't hit nobody and not get in trouble. What can I do? And then I was like, wait a minute, I like wrestling. Let's find a wrestling school. So we looked around for wrestling schools, and I either had to go out of state or up north to Dallas or something and just start over.
Mm-hmm.
And after we saw the Dallas thing, and me and Mama Ransom, hi Mama.
Hey, Mama Ransom.
Say hi, Mama Ransom, Travis.
Oh, hi, Mama Ransom.
Thank you. Anyway, we were looking at places up there just to basically start over, new jobs, everything. That's when a friend of mine was like, hey, Booker T has a show down here, let's go. So I was like, okay. So we go to, I think it was like the second PWA show, almost at ROW. And I went there and I saw all these guys and I see Booker, and I think the main event was La Resistance versus the world's greatest tag team.
That sounds about right. I think I remember that one. Yeah.
And we had front row tickets, so I was like, oh boy. I felt like a little schoolgirl.
We in the business refer to that as marking out.
Ooh, marking out now.
Teaching him the lingo here.
Thank you, Mark. But no, I kept going to more and more shows, and I found out he had a school, and that's when all hell broke loose. That's when I joined the school, and this fat country boy became this a little bit skinnier country boy. No, I wouldn't say skinny, but I can fit in my jeans a lot better. Started working out there, and my first match was with the boss himself, which scared the crap out of me. And he beat the crap out of me, too.
That's a good initiation for you.
It was a good initiation. I couldn't feel anything the next 3 days, but that's okay. That's part of wrestling, But ever since then, I've been moving my way up in Book's company and trying to do my best and not screw up.
It's a hard part, ain't it?
It is a hard part, when you're trying not to do anything outside wrestling to screw anything up. You don't want to get hurt because you're being stupid at a party or just being stupid, period. Which I tend to do from some time to time. Like, hey, there's a tree. How high can I go? But
that poor tree.
Right? This son of a bitch bending over. Look at it. But that's pretty much how I got into wrestling.
All right.
Being a fan and then finding books, and here I am.
Awesome. Well, you say you've been at this for 7 years now. That's quite a long time. And, congratulations. Let me ask you this, though. What's going to be your strategy for making it even higher in the wrestling world? For maybe going to the big leagues or something? What do you see as an obstacle that's in your way, and how do you think you're going to get to that point? What's your strategy for getting there?
Finishing this talk show.
That's step number one.
That is step number one. No, I'm kidding.
Stay with us, kid. You'll go places.
Right? No, just work harder. I mean, I'm the internet champion now, so I'm basically number 2 in ROW, I guess. So that means I got to work harder in the gym, outside the gym, in the ring, outside the ring. I got to bump everything up from just barely loud, as I would say, to extremely loud. These go to 11, as they would say.
I got the reference.
Thank you.
Abel.
Abel's over here going, what? I don't get it. But yeah, just I gotta bump everything up life-wise, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just go harder in training and not being, I'm the champion, look at me. Just kind of carrying myself as, okay, I'm a champion, so I'm a role model for, like, these kids or these people over here. So I gotta kind of watch what I do and make sure I don't screw up. I basically have to be Hulk Hogan.
That's a good strategy.
Not
right?
recently Hogan, but like early Hogan.
When he was on top of the world.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's a difference when you say you got to be like Hogan.
Yes.
Right.
You have to specify.
Yes.
Okay, when he was on top of the world and dominated wrestling.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Not in that other tape that came out last year.
Wait, there's a tape?
Yes, there is.
I didn't know that.
It's better off that you didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on!
You can't unsee. Alright, anyway, moving on. Alright, so...
I didn't see it, Abel. What are you saying? Did you watch it?
No, I didn't say that either.
I think he watched it.
That was spoken like someone who's seen it.
Was it any good?
Talk to me after the show.
Right? That's for the blooper reel. No, okay.
That's what he called the tape.
Blooper Mania?
Alright, let me ask you this, man. How did you come up with Kid Ransom, man?
Oh, Lord.
Because I know Mama Ransom. I know Mama Ransom. She's a nice lady, but I know she didn't name you Kid.
No, she actually did. Like, I popped out and, hi! And she goes, oh, look, it's a kid. Well, my real name's Taylor Ransom. So Ransom is my actual name, but
wait, that's your actual last name?
I will pull out my license and you can see it says Taylor Ransom.
It's awesome.
The second. But when I joined the school, Book like nicknamed me out of the blue.
Okay.
Day one, I was always Kid. I don't know why, but I was always Kid. And, it was to that point where I was trying to think of what I wanted to be gimmick-wise, and I made the mistake of walking in the gym one day wearing a duster and a cowboy hat because it was storming really bad outside, and Book sees me and goes, that's it! I was like, what's it? You're a cowboy. Crap. So, he's like, I have a gimmick now, I just need a name. And he goes, Kid. Taylor the Kid. I was like, that sounds a little hokey, Book. And he goes, And he asked me what my last name was. So I told him Ransom, and he goes, Kid Ransom. And that's how Kid Ransom was born. Because I walked into school wearing all this stuff by accident, and Book just giving me the nickname Kid. So
there it is. So just Kid Ransom just kind of happened.
Yeah, it just kind of together.
Well, it's got a nice ring to it. So.
Well, yeah,
I think it does. Heck, it got me this far.
Well, you know what they say about, gimmicks and stuff in wrestling, usually it's just an extension of who you are, and...
That's a big extension.
Yeah. So if it came naturally, then that's probably a good thing, right?
Yeah, I didn't have to go shopping that far.
There you go.
Everybody's like, oh my god, what am I going to wear? I'm wearing jeans.
Well, let me look in my closet.
Right? What's out in the barn? I can use this.
That's awesome. Well, one of the things that really made you one of the fan favorites and somebody that was like really, really popular in ROW was your time. Well, actually, this was before ROW in PWA. was your time teaming up with Rockstar Robbie. And we interviewed Rockstar Robbie a few weeks ago. He's a great guy, friend of the show. And I just kind of wanted to get a little bit of your take on it. The tag team, Rock and Rough.
I hated it. No, I'm kidding. I love you, Rockstar. No, honestly, Rock and Rough's that's one of the proudest things I've ever done. A lot of people sit there and say, "Oh, the proudest day of my life or the happiest day of my life was my child being born." Rock and Rough is my child. Is me and Rockstar's child. Not in that kind of way, but I don't know. You can see teams on TV and in person at live events, and you can tell if they have chemistry.
Yeah.
And I didn't see it at first until we actually got in the ring, and we just worked so well. I mean, it got to the point where we didn't even talk to each other. We just did stuff. I knew what he was going to do. He knew what I was going to do. with him being so little and quick and stuff, and me being the big, strong guy, it worked. I was like, ooh, new heart foundation here, huh? At first I was like, hey, we're going to be like the Rockers. Then I kind of looked in the mirror and went, I'm nowhere near Marty Jannetty. Or Sean, for that matter. I can be Anvil.
I can see that.
But as far as Rock and Rough goes, I want a reunion tour. To be honest, I want Rock and Rough World Tour 2013.
Now, there's not a tag division in ROW, so maybe, you guys start teaming again.
If powers that be bring a tag division to ROW, we're going to dominate it.
That'd be awesome.
If we get back together, we're going to do the exact same thing we did in PWA and just dominate.
That'd be great.
Like I said, you can't mess with rock and you can't fix something that's not broken or that was never broken.
Mm-hmm.
And we were never broken, so. And if we get back together, since I just started doing suicide dives out of the blue and Rockstar's flipping over the top rope to the outside, I'm sure we can incorporate something together toward us two idiots try something high flying to wow everybody and make them go, look at that fat boy fly! Oh, look, Rockstar flew too.
We expect that guy to fly.
Yeah, he always flies.
But Ransom? Ransom? What the hell?
Hey, Ransom! Run! But no, Rock and Rough is always near and dear to my heart, and I'd love to go for it again if the opportunity ever came up.
Definitely. I would definitely say that that tag team was probably the most over-faced tag team in ROW/PWA history. So I would definitely love to see that happen. If it does, great, But as of right now, you guys are both pursuing singles careers. You have the internet title, and he's doing his thing. He was the first ROW champ, and we're definitely going to see you in action. I believe we're going to see Rockstar in action too on this Sunday. It's already coming up, man.
Saturday.
Did I say Sunday?
Yes.
Yeah, you said Sunday.
Oh, shit.
I'm sitting there going, hey, we got bumped up!
You're going up against LockDown.
Right? We can do it, hey.
My bad. It's not
Saturday.
Yes, Saturday at right, the 9th at the Clear Lake Recreation Center. So all you guys down here in the Clear Lake area, come on down, check us out. It's going to be a great show. I say us like I'm involved in the show.
You are involved in the show, dude. Come on.
Well, yeah, somewhat.
You are part of the ROW Nation, as Charmel calls it. I thought it was Universe at first, but apparently it got dwindled down to Nation.
Well, it's copyright infringement.
Right, I guess.
I was
Gimmick
like, hey,
infringement for
Nation sounds better to me anyway.
Yeah.
We could, dominate. The Nation
Right?
of Domination.
Yeah, they already had that.
Yeah, I can't do that either.
No.
Okay. Anyway, come check out the show. It's an awesome time. I always have fun there at Booker T's ROW. It's some great stuff. And as always, Houston Wrestling Radio crew, $5 for autographs with us,
I already got mine.
Yeah, we gave him a bit of a discount, for coming on the show. So
I held him by the necks and told him to give it to me.
Okay, fine. I'll sign your boob.
It's just wrong.
Now, don't go anywhere, kids, because I guess this is the end of the formal interview. But we're gonna have kids stick around here with us while we talk about wrestling, the rest of the stuff that happened this week. So, you ready to get on into that then, Trev?
Now let's do it.
You ready, kid?
Let's go.
All right, cool. What do you want to start off with this week, Trev? You want to just go on ahead and
Well, let's
into...
can we get right into Raw?
Sure. Hell, that's what we always do, right? Yeah. I don't even know why I ask anymore.
You know what? No, screw it.
Screw it?
Impact.
Just to throw my ass off. Well, we're already throwing everybody off with having the interview first, so hey, why not just do this backwards forwards? That'd be great.
Right, let's do it. Come on.
All right.
Let's show some support to Impact over here.
Yes, there we go. Okay, Impact. You know what? I think this week's Impact has a Match of the Week candidate on there.
Well, this week it's not hard to do that.
That's not saying much.
Yeah, it's...
I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Well, let me throw it out there. Kenny King, or as the way you wrote it down here on the paper, K squared.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a nice touch. But
I'm sure it's been done before.
Yeah, probably. Kenny King versus RVD for the X Division Championship. I thought that was a really good match. And hey, guess what? New X Division champ.
There you go.
I've been waiting for Kenny King to win an X Division title. I really like this dude. What do you think, Trav?
Yeah, they, especially with RVD, he's got some good chemistry with him. I think.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and to get the win over RVD for the title, that says something too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing that and I'm not saying anything bad about this match, okay? I really like this match. I think it's a match of the week candidate. I'm not sure if there was any other matches of the week candidates, but if there are, listeners, let us know. Of course, as always with our match of the week, you can vote. But, what I was gonna say is that I'm not sure if I'm cool with Kenny King winning a title the week before pay-per-view. Why not just have that shit at the pay-per-view?
Because it's TNA. and for
Wow.
and for them to hold off and make people actually pay for matches, they just they don't do that. They just want to give it away for free.
They're going the WCW route.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, I guess yay for getting a pay-per-view money-making match on free TV, I suppose.
That was the weirder thing about Impact.
Yeah.
Was this particular week there was about at least 3 matches that were booked as if it was a open fight night. Like everybody was challenging just anybody. Kenny King, he walked into RVD's trailer and says, "Hey, I want to fight you for the title."
Yeah, like, because in that whole segment beforehand, it was just some dude rolling up on Kenny King with the camera saying, "Hey, what are you gonna do?" And then he just said...
He said it just like that, too.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was. I remember it clearly. And he just rolled on up into the trailer and said, "Well, this is what I'm gonna do. RVD, give me a title." And then RVD went, "Okay, bro." And then, boom, they had a match.
Yeah.
You just did that.
Yeah, I did do that.
Wow.
He's been hanging out with Jack Swagger.
Ooh.
No, Swagger's been hanging out with him.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
RVD's a professional. He knows now when not to get caught.
He knows how to handle it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, it was a good match. Again, I have to question the timing of it, but whatever. How do you think that this will affect the pay-per-view coming up? Do you think they're going to have a rematch and that's what's going to be in the steel cage at LockDown?
I don't know. Depends on what happens this week. If RVD gets his rematch, if he even wants a rematch, I don't know.
I don't see why he wouldn't want the rematch at the pay-per-view. I mean, but then again...
It's TNA.
Or, as Kid puts it, WCW.
Yes! I know, they can't see the thumbs, okay?
They can't see
Leave it
the
alone.
thumbs, yes.
Let me be happy.
Alright. Let's move on to something else. We have some teams revealed for the Lethal Lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm really cool with the team that is for Team TNA. I mean, I understand they're going up against Aces and Eights.
Mm-hmm.
The Aces and Eights are kind of like the biggest thing going on in TNA right now, and they have, their most prominent guys in that match. And
none of them are masked.
Yeah, none of them are wearing masks. And then you have, on Sting's side, like, you would think Kurt Angle would be on that team, but no, he's not. But you got Samoa Joe, which, okay, good. Samoa Joe, you know. I'd expect him. But then Magnus, it's like, okay, I can see why he has beef. After all, you gotta have 5 people on the team. Alright, Magnus. And then, somebody else, and then somebody else, and then Eric Young.
Don't fire Eric! Don't fire Eric!
Apparently they haven't fired Eric.
Yes. What'd you think of the return of Showtime?
I like Eric, and I like to see him on my TV, but I don't know...
Because he got taken out by Aces and Eights.
Yeah, he got taken out by Aces and Eights. Yeah, I get it, but come on. I mean...
I was confused at first about why Kurt Angle was on the team, but then I was thinking, well, if you look at Aces and Eights, Briscoe's not on the team. So I'm thinking Kurt Angle and Briscoe are going to have a fight.
Right. Which, if you're going to do that, why couldn't you have just made it 6-on-6 instead of 5-on-5? That's already going to be a crowded-ass cage anyway.
You just blew everybody's mind in TNA right now.
Now watch, because you said that, it's going to look like that come to the pay-per-view. Yeah. They're going to be like, hey, we just heard this on the show. Write that down. We're taking credit for that.
That's so nice of you to think that TNA is listening to this.
Hey.
You're already on the show. You don't have to suck up to it.
Hey. Damn it.
But please continue if you want.
Okay, you guys, I'm going home.
Wait, no.
Yeah, don't go home.
Okay, I'll stay here.
Especially since you do such an awesome freaking cart.
Hey, shut up, Abel! Get back to the lockdown stuff, dude.
Alright, back to that. Speaking of aces and eights and all that crap, Kurt Angle unmasked a member of the Aces and Eights at the very end of the show.
The VP?
Yeah, the VP of all people. And we don't know who it is, but Kurt Angle knows. So he's going to keep a secret for a whole week until the next episode of freaking Impact and then tell us who it is.
Again, but you would think they would save it for the pay-per-view.
Well, so they're going to keep it... So Kurt Angle's going to keep it a secret for 2 weeks.
No, I'm
Well,
just saying
week and a
that's
half,
what
whatever.
you should do is keep it until the pay-per-view.
Yeah, but my point is that, like, Kurt Angle's not going to react between now and lockdown. Like, he's going to be quiet about it. Like, he's been trying to unmask and unveil and expose these guys and have us find out who it is. And now he knows. Fool didn't get on Twitter, didn't get on Facebook, didn't say,
This
hey,
is Kurt Angle we're talking
you
about.
know. He knows how to use the Twitter machine.
The what?
The Twitter machine.
The Twitter machine? Okay, Jack Swagger.
I don't know. That's just what annoys me about this.
So basically TNA annoys you.
No,
That's what I'm getting from it.
No, that's you. You're annoyed by
I thought I
TNA.
was the one. Yeah.
Yes, you are the one. I'm saying this annoys me about TNA, not TNA as a whole, in general. Although, this week...
To be continued.
Big asterisk next to that.
This week's making it kind of difficult. Alright. We had an AJ sighting this week.
We did.
Yes.
It's so serious all of a sudden. An AJ something.
Did you see this thing? The AJ, the little home video,
A home video of a homeless AJ?
On a crotch rocket? No less?
Yes!
I didn't know he even rode bikes, but whatever.
Right? He's part of Aces and Eights.
Oh.
That's who's
under the
who
mask.
it was!
It has to be. That's why they showed him on the motorcycle. Or, excuse me, the crotch rocket.
Right.
It's not a motorcycle.
It's not a chopper.
It's not a chopper.
Get to the chopper.
See what you started?
That's what you started. You're the one that started.
Hey, I'm the gummy bear candy conia. I do the interview.
I think we just found a new gimmick for you.
Right?
What were we talking about again?
AJ on a crotch rocket.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So, yeah, AJ was on a crotch rocket. Yay.
But
He's
it's
alive.
not the fact that he was on a crotch rocket. It's the fact that they were interviewing his family because his family is concerned and they felt the need to contact TNA to tell us about it. I guess. I don't know. That's why we're out there that 1 week.
to the papers.
Aren't there other methods than TNA? Just saying. Just saying.
Well, yeah,
Just
apparently
Come
not.
on now. You know, in the world of professional wrestling, it has to be on TV.
This is true. You're not supposed to look homeless.
When you are on TV. Yeah.
Right?
Unless you're Brooklyn Brawler.
Right.
Ooh.
Right. Well, that was his
That's
thing.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Alright. So,
Abel, I'll explain to you later who Brooklyn Brawler was.
I know who Brooklyn Brawler is.
No, he doesn't.
I know.
He's that guy who teamed up with those other two guys at TLC.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's the guy that beat that one guy that took on the other guy.
Yeah.
Right? You think he's kidding about this.
I can see he's not.
Yeah.
He's looking up on the internet right now.
He has his little smartphone
There's
going
a
through.
Brooklyn Brawler Wikipedia page.
Which is like 2
He
seconds.
beat
long.
Triple H? What?
He must be pretty good.
I bet he's up there with like San Martino.
Hey.
And Barry Horowitz.
Hey.
Alright. Speaking of awesome wrestling, let's talk about Ivelisse.
This is a weird transition.
That was a very weird transition. But yeah, we had Ivelisse on Gut Check, and hey, she did
I
alright.
wasn't expecting anything from this match.
There's this funny look on Ransom's face, but
Come on, kid. Come on, kid. Spit it out. What are you going to say?
She fought a chia pet. Come on.
she fought a chia pet.
She fought a chia pet. I know it's the Barbarians, what is it, niece?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm sitting there going chia the whole match.
That's so wrong, man.
Hey, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the match, but I couldn't get past the hair. Like I was wanting to pull that sumbitch off because I thought it was a wig at first.
Oh god.
That's kind of like how Ming's hair was towards the end of WCW.
Yes.
I was the same way back then too. I was a lot smaller,
Yeah.
but I was still going chia.
When the match, when I heard about the match, I was thinking actually that Barbarian's niece, whatever her name was.
I already forgot her. It was
Lady
Taga or Lady
Tapa?
Yeah,
Tapa. Lady
Tapa,
Tapa,
yeah.
Yeah.
I was expecting her to be more wrestling sound,
Yeah.
and I was expecting, at least I don't know.
I was expecting the opposite, because as soon as they said Barbarian's niece, I was like, oh, Barbarian number 2. So I already saw the powerhouse, the whole 9 yards.
She kind of looked like a female barbarian.
She really did. That was scary. I'm not gonna. And the thing she walked out with, I was like, is she really gonna wrestle in a skirt like that, or a dress? Excuse me.
Well, it was like an open face dress or something.
Yeah.
It was kind of, but she didn't wrestle in it.
No, she did. I give her props for that. It had me confused. I was like, okay, you need to quit shopping at Disney. I know y'all are right next door. Well, come on. But it was good.
I was really honestly I was impressed with Ivelisse. Maybe because I was used to her from Tough Enough,
Yeah.
and I didn't know
She's come a long way.
and she's in MMA and everything too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And she's tiny.
Was she that tiny, or was Lady Tapa that huge?
I think she was that tiny.
You think so? Yeah.
Because if you look at it, like, the top rope came to, like, the middle of her face.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
But her chin makes up for it.
ouch.
Oh, that's messed up.
That is messed up. She's not Jay Leno, okay? Ouch.
She's got China's old chin.
Ooh.
Well, I'm looking forward, since she won, I'm looking forward to seeing her in, the knockouts.
I think she's gonna
division,
get signed.
see what
Yeah, I
she-
think she's gonna
She
get
will.
signed. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll both get signed.
You
think
think
so?
both of them will?
Just because they're gonna use Lady Tapa to be the new Awesome Kong.
That's the only thing I've seen in her. That was.
I mean, just the way she was moving, they're like, aha! Kong
I was-
number 2.
You know
There
what? I
doesn't-
wasn't seeing that from TNA. I was thinking WWE's looking at that.
No.
Maybe.
As
Well, I
in-
mean, they
I'd
already
go
have
more-
Tamina.
Yeah,
That's true,
they're pushing
yeah.
Tamina too
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
for that role.
Yeah.
TNA's going to use Lady Tapa for their new Kong.
They don't
Yeah.
need to have a new Kong. Oh, they need to bring back old Kong.
They do.
It's not like she's dead. I mean, she's still wrestling. She's still around. I mean, maybe she's not ready to be booked in TNA or WWE, but I mean, come on, man. Like, she's not retired. She's nothing like that. Get her back.
She's
Pursue
a hell of a
her.
worker too. I'll give her credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She scares the piss out of me when I met her. The
And
first
she
time.
makes the other. She makes the other ladies look good too. Whenever she's fighting them.
She really
Yeah.
does. She's kind of like Shawn Michaels. She never really had a bad match. She worked well with everybody, except for Gail Kim when they stiffed the hell out of each other.
Well, you heard it here first. Awesome Kong is like Shawn Michaels.
She's the women's Shawn Michaels. There you go. I've never seen a bad match from Kong. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I've heard a lot of comparisons.
Okay.
Except that one match where, the Battle Royal where stuff kind of went wrong.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that was, stuff you can't unsee.
That's not
This is a family show, okay?
no, it's not.
Okay. Hey. I thought it was.
But it will be because Mama Ransom's listening. So.
She don't care.
Oh, okay.
Right.
She'd probably be like, I remember that too.
Now you're mocking your own mother.
If you only knew. I give that woman
That's a
so
whipping
much,
for you when you get home.
I give her so much hell all the time. It's okay, because she dishes it back.
All right. Anything else we want to talk about from Impact from this week?
No, I think we'll be discussing more next week when this is the go-home show before the...
Pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, the pay-per-view is going to happen between now and our next
Right.
podcast.
So we'll be doing more TNA talk anyways.
Yeah, reviewing the
Right.
pay-per-view.
And nothing would have changed.
Right. Exactly. I mean, they did this whole thing about, where they're getting rid of pay-per-views and they're having like once every 4
But this
months.
is a test, though. We said when this
Yeah.
first started, this is going to be a test. That when we get to that first pay-per-view, we'll see if anything's changed.
Yeah.
No more excuses for TNA.
Right.
And they've already given away, a free
Yeah.
X Division match?
They could have built that X Division match up and had it at that
They had,
pay-per-view.
3 free TV matches between
Yeah.
Kenny King and RVD?
Yeah, they could have had the deciding one, the one where Kenny King actually wins at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Now that I think about that even more, it makes that even more inexcusable. I think.
Dang,
They
Abel's
have-
turning red over here because of this, dude.
They didn't have any time.
What do you mean they didn't have any time? Get the hell out of here. They have plenty of time.
See, I say things like this just to...
Hey, he's turning red
I
early.
know, just to get a reaction
Like
from him.
steam's about to come out of his ears, dude. You're scaring me.
I didn't know brown people could turn red. Okay, are we done?
Moving on.
Moving on. Let's talk about WWE programming from the week.
Let's please.
Okay. Let's start off with SMS.
SMS.
Social media smackdown.
Oh, I thought that was like a new STD or something. It's like, what is he talking about?
No, man, you're good. You don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all this social media stuff was supposed to be going on a taped show.
Yeah.
Kind of awkward. Especially since the actual voting that they had was supposed to be voting for what happens next week. You know, like, it kind of takes away the...
Well, yeah, it was stupid.
I'm trying to put it nicely, and you're like, it was stupid.
This is why I'm here, man. So, SmackDown...
Wrestling about a busted gut over here.
Look, now it's turning red, right? You're matching your shirt over here. Jeez. So, you start the show for SmackDown, and right off the bat, Cole's trying to be cool and talking about... right there, it's going to be a bad show when he's trying to be hip. But he's talking about, I guess they redub stuff for that same day.
Yeah.
To make it sound like it's live.
Yeah.
And they were trying too hard, I thought.
Yeah, and, you know, I said this last week before we went into Social Media Smackdown. It's not going to change anything for me, personally. And I would imagine for other, you know, people out there that use Twitter and stuff while a show's going on, it didn't really change anything because I still tweet it.
You do that anyways, yeah.
Yeah, I do that anyway. So
you do it about an hour and a half late, but you do it anyways.
Well, right, yeah. Get out of work later on Fridays, whatever.
This fool live tweets during SmackDown an hour and a half later.
It's recorded already anyway.
He does it on Raw too.
I'm not late on Raw most of the time.
Most of the time.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. All the time.
Right. Whatever.
Most
Just admit you're late.
Yeah, I'm late. And you're the one who gets home early. Why don't you do it?
I don't do Twitter, man.
Aye.
You've seen me try to tweet. It ain't pretty.
Yeah, I know. It's not pretty.
You just got able to get a little verklempt over there.
Yeah.
A what?
A little verklempt.
Do I need to get that checked?
You might. Just stay away from the Gahaga Faga.
I think it's a Jewish thing, man.
I am.
Oh, this is going to be a great show.
It's an awesome show already.
It
What are you
is,
talking about?
So, you want to say fail on Social Media Smackdown? Or do you want to give it another shot if they
Say
try
fail
it
on
again?
SmackDown in general.
Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah. You know what?
Was there anything good that came out of SmackDown? Other than, okay, take away the whole social media thing. Was any good matches? Any promos? What's going on in SmackDown?
The only thing I really remember is the Shield.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Yeah, I don't really remember anything else from SmackDown. Maybe it's just because it was so, 3 or 4 days away and, I have a bad memory or something. I don't know, but nothing really stuck out.
Yeah, the only thing that got my interest was at the very end, like you said, when Shield came out and attacked everybody. And you could see, like, Big Show in the background when they were doing attacking. Big Show's kind of groggily, getting up. You're like, okay, something's gonna happen with Big Show and the Shield, right?
Yeah.
And the way it came across was just by instinct. He just knocked out Roman Reigns. That was good. Good reaction from Shield. But then still, Big Show still being a heel, still attacked Orton. And then Sheamus, seeing that, he's still kind of buddy-buddy with Orton, he attacked Big Show. So it was I thought it was a good little sequence of events that happened up there.
I'd agree.
Yeah.
I would agree. For a second there,
First.
for a second there, I thought maybe show face turn.
Yeah,
I wasn't the only one that thought that.
Yeah.
Some people on Twitter were like, "Hey,"
and that's why I was glad that he attacked Randy Orton right after that.
Yeah, to show that he's still heel. But would it be so bad if Show were to turn face right now?
No.
No?
I'd enjoy it.
Okay.
I like Big Show as a face. He's freaking hilarious.
He does bring the ha-has when he's a face.
And that's not a bad thing.
No.
That's a good thing.
Look at you over here. Quoting DDP.
Hey, yeah, all right.
Yes,
I worry
got
sometimes
that.
when I throw these things out. I just wonder if it's like,
Go do some yoga.
yeah.
Just go.
Are you talking about Stash?
No, I'm not talking about Stash. I love you, Stash. I'm not talking about you.
This is the second time that we've had a guest talk about Stash, and we haven't had him on yet. We need to have that.
You
guy
need to
on
get
sometime.
Stash is freaking awesome. We need him on here.
I've tried to, but our schedules conflict. Whenever, what's the spring break is coming up? Maybe there. Yeah, because that way he's not in school. That was a lot of behind the scenes stuff that we could probably cut out.
Leave it in. It works.
Okay, whatever.
It doesn't help. I tell him to leave everything in, and he just cuts everything out anyway.
Just leave it all in. Honestly, leave it all in.
If you folks at home knew there's some of the stuff that went on this microphone here,
you know he's just going to edit this out.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
He's going to be like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Delete.
Travis was mean to me. I need to cut this out.
He says it with a tear. Right? The tear run down his
And a
face.
big shit-eating smile on his face.
Delete.
So yeah, I think that was the only thing that was really good. Shield doing the thing, almost a face turn for show, but then he stays heel.
I say Orton, Sheamus show versus the Shield at Mania.
Mm.
Just the way they set
could work.
Just the way they set that up on SmackDown, I see that happening.
Well, maybe, but he freaking chokeslammed Orton right after. So I don't think they'd be willing to team up with him right now. As of right now.
Maybe it's a slow build. Maybe there's going to be a little bit of incremental turns.
Well, that can go into Raw.
Okay, let's get into Raw, because that's all we got for SmackDown. So yeah, let's get into Raw.
The good show.
See, I helped segue into another show.
Yeah, thank you.
See?
You're natural at this stuff.
See, there you go. Well, I wouldn't
We don't
even for.
We don't even able, so it's
That's
just
right.
Yeah.
Kid and Travis show. Get out of here.
Oh, the white guys are ganging up on the Mexican. I see how that works.
I'm not racist. Travis is.
I love you, Abel.
Moving on.
Okay, so we transitioned into Raw seamlessly.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And so, what did Big Show do on Raw?
Big Show?
Yeah.
Well, he was in a match.
Right.
Yeah.
With
other people.
Right.
Yeah.
Why?
Can I answer this?
Yes.
He was in the Fatal 4-Way with Punk, Orton, and Sheamus to see who fights Undertaker at Mania.
There we go. That's where we're trying to get to there.
So that basically, we have Undertaker back.
Yeah.
That's from our live studio audience here.
Yes.
In front of the green screen.
Long time listeners know that is a sexy ghost.
Yes. All right.
You guys got ghosties?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Sexy ghosties.
Sexy ghosties.
You pervert.
Well, she's my wife, so yeah.
So it's okay.
It's alright.
Hey.
Wait, it just came off even creepier. Sexy ghost that's your wife.
Way to break the fourth wall there, Travis.
And the other walls too.
Yes. Okay,
As
so
Abel turns bright red again.
4-way to see who faces the Undertaker. 4-way for the number one contender. I mean, to face the Undertaker, right? Because you have to qualify to face Taker nowadays,
Right?
right?
Hey, he's at 20-0. Why not? Let's have a tournament for it.
Yeah.
Well, was setting that up when Punk came out.
Mhm.
Great promo about him. I think if it was going to be, well, it is Punk and Taker, but before that, it wasn't official at that time. I think he did a good promo to set that up.
Yeah.
Well, of course, it's Punk, so what do you expect, right? So
Pipe bomb.
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. That
But
guy
then-
can't, when he has a microphone in his hand, he could do no wrong.
Yeah, but then we had Orton and Sheamus come out,
And they could do wrong.
as we saw.
And
yeah.
Big Show came out. Don't forget
Yeah.
about Show.
Yeah. we
Of
can't
those
forget
three,
about
when they
that.
came out, that seemed kind of forced. I don't know. But, I mean, they made good points. They made good valid points for wanting to fight Taker, but it all seemed kind of rushed. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't mind it. I don't think it was too rushed. Like, I thought it was a bit of a swerve, for me anyway, that, what? They're actually gonna make him try to qualify for fighting Taker and not just, hey, I want to fight Taker, okay, and like, that's it. So I kind of enjoyed that a little bit, But we said this on the show last week. You and I both agreed that we don't want to see Taker and Punk. And, after all the stuff that was going down last night, I realized you and I are in the vast minority on this issue. A lot of people
can't see what, the right, when they look at this.
Yes. No, a lot of people are like, this is gonna be what saves WrestleMania. Punk versus Taker. And, Kid Ransom is shaking his head.
Again, this is an audio show.
Right. Well, okay. We know what our opinion is. Ransom, what's your opinion on this?
My own.
Oh.
Hey, they don't have anybody else. I say let Punk do it.
Okay.
Because, I don't know, to me, if you put Orton there, Orton's already been there.
Right.
So they've been there, done that. They've done it with Show. Put Sheamus in there, I guess it could work. Just, I don't know how well it would work.
I don't know about their chemistry together. I don't know how that would...
Yeah, I mean, they've never faced each other. I'm sure they've talked in the back, but...
They might be awesome together. Who knows?
Yeah. But...
Let's not test that theory out at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Let's try that,
at a house show.
Yeah, house show.
Yeah.
I was going to say Backlash, but they don't even do that anymore.
Right.
That's crazy talk.
Right. Punk, I could see it working. Just, I don't think it's going to save WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
To save WrestleMania, you need something that'll actually make people excited. Because they've been bringing back everybody. They brought back Brock. They brought back The Rock. They brought back my two favorites from Monday Night Goes Old School. The New Age Outlaws. Anyway.
Right. We're going to get to that.
Yeah, yes, we will. But as far as Punk Taker, I say let them do it.
Okay.
So you're okay with Taker
I'm
coming
okay
back?
with who knows? It might be another Taker Shawn thing, just with Punk.
That's some strong words.
That's interesting because I was going to say this last week, but I just didn't get a chance to squeeze it in.
Uh-huh.
And it was when we were talking about Cena and Rock, and then again I wanted to bring it up with Triple H and Brock. In sports, winning fixes everything. In wrestling, good matches fix everything. So I was okay with Cena winning that match 2 weeks ago against Punk and going to face The Rock, even though nobody wanted to see twice in a lifetime. At least not me, anyway. But the way that was set up, the match that they had, I was okay with it. It fixed the quote-unquote John Cena problem. Like, if Cena could have those matches, those caliber matches, on a consistent basis, I wouldn't mind it. And it was the same thing with Brock and Triple H. Brock and Triple H again, come on, really? But that brawl that they had at the beginning of Raw, it was just so awesome. And I think that even though you and I don't want to see Taker and Punk for reasons, and we'll get to those reasons, if they put on a good match, it could probably fix those. And I don't know, that's just something I just wanted to throw out there. Good matches fix everything, Why are you giving me that look?
I'm waiting for Travis to chime in on
All right,
this one.
Trav, go ahead. Chime in.
Chime, that's your cue.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ransom.
Very, 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 very welcome.
Well, yeah, I can see your viewpoint on that. As far as it's going to have to be a really good match. But again, we're getting to the result of the match.
Mm-hmm.
I think
that's the part that
normally a good match can fix a situation.
Right.
However, when you have a situation where it's Undertaker at Mania, going against, the top heel. Yeah.
Who's been losing, by the way, for the last, 3 pay-per-views?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. It comes back to what we were saying about Undertaker had a good send-off last year.
Yes.
And good match. Does he want to maybe, hopefully not tarnish it with this year? He's been out for a year. We don't know how he is. Mm-hmm. Can he have another good match? That's the thing. He's been out for a year.
Well, that part doesn't bother me as much because it remains to be seen. I don't want to prejudge whether or not Taker could have a good match, okay? Let's not prejudge that because we thought about that with Taker versus Shawn the first time around. Probably going to be that good. It wound up being freaking awesome, okay? But what I have a problem with is 20-1. Mm-hmm. No, don't make it 20-1.
No, it's not going to be
But
20-1.
in order for me to not... to
be okay with that?
Be okay with that? That means I'm going to have to cheer for Punk to lose? I don't want Punk to lose. Especially 3 consecutive pay-per-views in a row. He's been losing on free TV also. And not only is this 3 consecutive pay-per-views in a row, it's Wrestle-effing-Mania. I don't want Punk to lose that either. The problem that I have with this match is that I don't want either guy to lose. That's what my problem is. That's why I didn't want to see it. That's why I'm hesitant. But, yeah, I'm a reserve judgment because maybe, hey, good matches fix everything. So maybe it'd be alright.
Do you think, just out of curiosity, do you think WWE's brave enough to do 20-1?
No.
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 Not at this point. If he hasn't lost yet, they're not going to have him lose now.
Because a few years
Yeah,
ago, before, when it was like 16, 17, whatever, there was always the talk of he's going to put someone over.
Yes.
Somebody's going to
Somebody's going to get the ultimate push.
Yeah, the rub, for beating Taker at Mania.
Mm-hmm.
And
actually, I think that was before, like, 16, 17. I thought that feeling was more around, like, 12 through 14, around there, After you cross that 15 mark, then it was like, okay.
he's never going to lose or whatever.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think he should ever lose.
And that's my point. I agree.
It's like Punk and his longest title reign. We haven't seen that since, the 70s?
Yeah.
Well, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Undertaker and his streak, that's all they really got to bank on. I mean, yeah, they did the title thing with Punk, but see how that turned out.
Mm-hmm.
He got stale after a while, so like, let's put it on Rock. He'll never be here, but let's do it anyway.
We don't need a champ that's actually at the shows.
Right?
It's crazy talk.
As far as Taker goes, Taker, in my opinion, this is my opinion, Taker is too respected in the wrestling community to lose.
Yes.
If he loses, I think WWE knows if he loses, there goes this mass majority of fans that are just like, well, he lost, we're done.
Going off of that too, let's look at it in terms of 10 years from now. Or maybe even less, 5, 10, somewhere around there.
Right.
When they're ready to induct Taker into the Hall of Fame. He's had a Hall of Fame career.
Right.
But what is the crowning achievement of Undertaker? The streak.
Right, the streak.
I mean, yes, he's had title reigns, but when he's had the title, I've always felt like he's kind of been a transitional or placeholder champ, something like that. He's never been the guy. The guy was Hogan, Bret Hart, Steve Austin, The Rock. Mm-hmm. Undertaker always played second fiddle to all of those people. Yes, he was dominant. Yes, he was a draw. And yes, he's been champ. But the thing that defines Undertaker and defines his career and what we would be talking about a decade from now is the streak. You don't want to fuck that up. If you have him lose to Punk, I probably could have found a better word. Whatever. But my point still stands. If you mess that up, that kind of diminishes a little bit of his career, his body of work as a whole. Yeah.
You summed it up perfectly.
So he can't lose, so he has to beat Punk. And I don't want to cheer for somebody beating
Well,
Punk.
it's not like it's fixed or anything, and we already know who's going to win.
You said Taker is a placement champion. To me, Taker, I know you said like Austin, but to me, the two guys, in my opinion, that didn't need the title, but they got it anyway, were Austin and Taker. Because to me, it was like, you got Austin, you got Mr. Badass himself. You love the guy. He didn't need a title to get over.
Mm-hmm. And Austin really didn't have the title for that long.
Yeah, if you think about it, he really didn't have that long of a title reign. Neither did Taker when he had it. They just like, hey, we don't have anybody else to really put it on here, Taker, take it. Yeah. But when he had it, he was good. But he's a guy that doesn't need a title. Right. Because he's the freaking Undertaker. I mean, his character, his persona, they're past titles. So it's like, well, fuck.
I think the last couple of times that he was the champion, it just happened to be on WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And it just, happenstance that, his opponent was the champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you're like, okay, well, say goodbye to that title.
I think, too, when they put a title on Taker, they know they can do stuff bigger. Because of his persona. Like, you got the dead man who's like the hellacious devil guy. So, well, I'm thinking ministry right now.
Yeah.
Right.
But, when you're a champion, they like to do things bigger and better. He has bigger pyro, he has bigger lights, he has bigger smoke. With Taker, they're like, we'll put the title on him, that gives us an excuse to do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
And it works. But now, to the point, it's like the last couple of WrestleManias, it's like him and Triple H. Mm-hmm. Freaking Triple H comes out to Metallica, which I was like, oh boy, Metallica! And then they finish playing the song, it's like, damn it. And then Taker coming out last year with that awesome Shredder outfit, I'm not dissing it. I enjoyed it. I was like, I want one. To be honest with you, I want to come out with my cowboy hat and a shredder coat. But to me, it's just like Taker. We're putting the belt on you just to kind of build your character up even more because you're already ungodly big. Let's make you bigger.
And I like that about him. He is so big, and he's going to be one of the greats of all time. But if you have him lose, you can't do that. It's gonna shrink him a little. He's not going to be as big, and I think he deserves to be one of the all-time greats. Like if you were to have, and I know this kind of made its rounds on Facebook, like a month or so back. If you were to have a Mount Rushmore of wrestling, I think Taker should be on there. But if he loses a streak,
he won't be on there.
He won't be on there, So, of course, Taker's got to win. So, that makes for another predictable booking.
Really? Wait. If he loses at WrestleMania, that loses all his credibility?
Not all of his credibility, but it diminishes it a little.
He doesn't have it at all if he loses.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it diminishes it a little. No, I mean, if he retires undefeated, oh my god, he retired undefeated at WrestleMania. But if he's like, he had a really long streak and then he got beat. Yeah, it's not as cool.
Yeah, just playing devil's advocate here, you could say he had a 20 win streak or a 20. He won 20 WrestleManias
in a row, and then he lost one.
Well, you don't say that part.
Yeah, I guess so.
You don't be the asshole that says that, all right?
Well, I guess we'll have to.
Remember you lost that last one?
There'll be some asshole that does that though.
Hey Taker, great job on the 20. What happened with that one?
And that asshole will be CM Punk.
Yeah. Especially since now CM Punk that did it, right?
Yeah. I mean, look at how he dissed Mae Young.
That was awesome.
I thought she broke a hip.
She's broken like 50 hips by now.
She's actually gone through that many hips, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Let's move on from all this Taker talk, because we're going to have to definitely revisit that after Mania, because that'll probably be like one of the biggest talking points to talk about. Doesn't matter who wins.
Y'all are just going to do a whole show on Taker and Punk.
Probably.
We almost already have.
Right?
Yeah, we probably all. Yeah.
Who cares?
So, I mean, let's move on. There's other stuff that happened on Raw, like, hey, guess what? The champ decided to show up.
Hey.
Wait, which one?
The Rock.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
That one.
The not so important one.
Oh.
He has a WWE title. That's more important.
And how often do you see him?
Not that often.
Mr. G.I. Joe over here.
That's what makes it more special, is because you don't see him that often.
Oh, that's his secret. Oh.
That's what they're going
Make him want to see you,
Ransom's giving me this look.
I will cut you.
Why?
If you're the WWE champion, you need to be the WWE champion, not Mr. Hollywood.
There you go.
You are not Hulk Hogan.
Oh, but Hulk Hogan can do it?
It's Hulk Hogan. Of course he can do it.
It's The Rock. Of course he could do it.
He played a Tooth Fairy.
He played a tooth... Yeah, a nanny, yeah.
So?
They both had skirts in movies.
No, Hogan had a tutu.
Oh, that's another skirt.
That was freaking hilarious. Rock with pixie dust? Come on. That's like giving Leatherface a freaking Barbie doll and say, here, kill people with that. It's not that fun.
I can see him doing that.
Yeah, I can see that.
I said the wrong thing to two nerds. I love you guys, but we're nerds.
He's the nerd, not me.
I was actually visualizing something. Abel was just laughing.
Yeah, I was just playing along. Like, I knew what he was
Travis
talking
like, wait a minute, that actually kind of worked in a movie.
All right, Cena Rock, they cut a promo. I thought it was decent, but I don't know. I still can't get into this.
For what you know?
Cena Rock?
Oh, yes.
Pay attention!
Oh, I was thinking about the Jason. Okay. So,
I said Leatherface.
whatever.
Freddie?
Shut up!
I was making a joke. I don't know what you're trying to be cool.
Okay.
So, okay. So the promo was actually good between Cena and Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah, I thought.
Okay.
I'm liking Cena when he's serious, when he's not being goofy and trying to make
Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, or I don't know. Third
Almost
grade.
PG-13 jokes.
Yeah,
But they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please, Cena, don't do that.
He's not Shawn Michaels and he's not Triple H. Like, they can't get away with that. He can't get away with that sophomore humor the way that the way that DX did back in the Attitude Era.
I think if he's never done those little stupid kind of little kiddie jokes that he likes to do and joke around too much, I think the wrestling fans would be more receptive to him.
Think so?
I think so.
Okay.
That's just me.
Okay. I don't have an argument for or against that. So, all right.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.
That's the show.
That's a wrap, guys. Do you care more or less about Rock versus Cena at Mania? After that.
I don't care more.
Okay.
I'm not hating on the match or anything. What do you think, kid?
Abel?
I don't think that I care more about it.
That's what I said.
He did say that.
I know.
Pay attention.
I'm agreeing.
Oh,
God damn it.
Why you gotta cheat and use his answer?
I'm not cheating. This is how I really feel. Like, I don't care more. But, I don't know. This whole redemption story that Cena's trying to push on us, I mean, he had a quote-unquote bad year, but he was still Superstar of the Year. Yeah. He still beat Brock Lesnar. He still won the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was like really being overdramatic on him, saying he had such a bad year because of his loss to The Rock.
Yeah, I mean, he lost to The Rock, but that's about it. He won a lot of other stuff. He was still the main event. When Punk should have been in the fucking main event.
Hey, I just thought of something. You know, if Cena was going to go that route and say he had such a bad year, they should have done what TNA's doing to AJ Styles. Make a little hobo.
Yes!
Make a little hobo.
Him homeless.
Yeah.
That I'd actually pay attention more to.
That's hitting. That's rock bottom right there, my friend.
No, rock bottom's what he got last year at Mania.
Right. There you go.
I see what you did there. This guy.
I knew he had this guy around for a reason.
I'm here all week. Try the veal.
I guess maybe we'll get some more out of that next week. Okay, the next thing let's just move on to something else for WrestleMania, because we can talk more about Cena Rock later once we see a little bit more.
Just watch last year.
Yeah, we can just watch last year. Okay, there was an interesting little nugget that happened last night. Mark Henry and Ryback had a bit of a stare down.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
And went nowhere, but.
Yeah, it went nowhere.
Literally, people fell asleep during it.
I didn't, because I really, really like Mark Henry.
Yeah.
I like Mark Henry a lot. Ryback, I could take him or leave him. But I definitely like the idea of Mark Henry versus Ryback more than I like the idea that was being kicked around of Mark Henry versus Jericho. Because
where did you hear that from?
What? That was on the internet. That made its
so it
round.
wasn't true. Where'd you really? Where'd you?
Yeah, it made the rounds. Like, I saw it in a
heard
couple of different places. And I was like, that
literally
would not
like
be
one or two places said that? Like
yeah, literally like one or two.
One or two guys said that.
And you bought it from
No,
one or
I
two
didn't.
places.
I didn't buy it. I was
this guy
like,
doesn't work for everything. He listens.
Right?
I'm not saying it was true. I was thinking, ooh, if that does happen, that'd be crap. And so when I saw, Mark Henry versus Ryback, I was like, oh, okay, well this is definitely gonna be better. I like to see the strong guy versus the other strong guy.
It's like at the at the Rumble. When everybody gets kind of laid out and there's like two big dudes like sitting in the middle of the ring and they start slugging it out. Yeah. Something like that.
Now, Ransom is shaking his head in disapproval of this. You don't dig Ryback versus Henry?
No.
No? Why is that?
It's Warrior versus Hercules again.
All right.
They already did it once at Mania. Let's do it again. Why not?
Pulling out the old school here. Hey, because it was old school Raw.
Hey! That was a $5 transition, my friend.
Yes, it was.
I'll give you 6, but that's your tip.
I really dug the opening little music video thing, whatever, to opening theme, I guess.
I dug the whole old school thing.
That needs to be like Raw all the time.
Yes.
The old school
Thank
video,
you.
the
Thank
stage.
you. Yes.
Get rid of the stupid LED BS for every show.
Yeah.
I'm it's to the point now. Every time I see the stage, I want to vomit.
You know, especially since they always use that same stage when it's slightly different configuration for the pay-per-views. I remember back before the LED stuff, it was like, oh man, I can't wait to see the set for the pay-per-view.
Yeah,
and that was like a talking point. That was like a thing. But now it's like, whatever, you know, they're gonna use the same thing.
I think
you know?
the only pay-per-view they've done recently where it wasn't a giant LED thing was, what was it, Capital Carnage or something like that?
Capital Punishment?
Yeah, and it was what was it? It wasn't the White House.
It was the Senate building. Yeah.
It's like, oh, they built a giant building inside of a giant building. It's like, oh boy, yay! Not so much.
No, I was digging everything from the old school Raw. Obviously, you know,
I wasn't digging Cole and King's get up.
I was.
Hey,
You were?
Travis wants the mustard suit.
I can see you in that thing. Like that.
Just
that
like
would
I want
work.
the king's outfit, okay? Except the crown.
No,
The crown makes it.
Yeah, you have to wear the crown.
Wait a minute, how about we do this? You wear the mustard jacket, you wear King's outfit,
Okay.
and I'll come as JR. I already got the hat.
I can see him more as JR. Yeah, that would work.
That's racist.
Yeah, it is racist a little bit. It's
Take on
okay.
the country guy, huh? That's how it is, uh-huh.
They did the old school thing very well, I think. They didn't go, you could say they didn't go over the top, but they didn't.
Well, that's the one thing I wanted them to. I wanted Triple H to come out to My Time. I wanted Cena to come out to Thugonomics. You know, I wanted, like, some of the old school entrances to happen. I wanted to see some of that, but that didn't.
You want a sexual chocolate?
Yes! That would have been awesome!
You got an old school entrance.
From whom? Oh! That's true. But he doesn't have a new school counterpart entrance.
So, it was still old school.
Yeah, it was.
And I think as far as the legends go, normally on these kind of shows, these old throwback shows, they just kind of throw all legends at you that they can. This one was like a bit kind of simple this time.
Yeah.
The legends they did use, it kind of went together with the whole Swagger thing and the Hacksaw and
The DiBiase thing, not so much.
yeah, that was kind of weird. That was
Kind of.
Okay, it was weird.
Daniel Bryan stuck a $100 bill down his pants.
That was hilarious,
Yes.
though.
Yeah.
That was great. I thought that was freaking awesome.
Well,
Like,
let me take that back. He stuck it down his pants and then pulled it back up to look at it and then stuck it back down his pants.
oh, he wanted to make sure it was
He was playing with himself. What are you talking about? He's like, is it still there?
Hey, if it's more than 2 shakes, then it's playing with yourself. But,
He
you
put
know.
a $100 bill there. I think it's past 2 shakes.
he gave himself a tip.
And then some. That's why Kane hurried to the back. He's like, I don't want to know what he's doing.
All right. Well, the best old school moment, when we already alluded to this, was, oh, you didn't know? That was the best moment. Like, I
thought he was
marked
gonna
out for
finish
that.
it.
Well, you can't finish it because it's not PG anymore.
Right. Yeah, you can't,
Just
can't
dang
say
it.
ass.
You just did.
You can't fucking say ass, okay?
You just dropped the F-bomb and ass. That's hard to do. You usually have to pay for that.
Not on this show, my friend.
Yes. All flows freely here.
Wow. I was about to say I love this show, but since Abel said that,
Not anymore.
What's flowing what where now?
exactly.
I'll tell you about it later.
You work with this guy. You should know.
All right. New Age Outlaws came back. They had.
Can we still call them New Age?
Yes.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
will forever be the New Age Outlaws.
Yeah, like how when he's 70 years old, he'll still be Kid Ransom,
No, I'll be Man Ransom.
Man Ransom, and then you'll be Old Man Ransom.
Oh, man, right.
You know, grumpy old man right
Yeah, give me my prune juice. I'm Man Ransom, damn it.
That's
Like
great.
And Abel's about to pop a lung over here.
Oh man, that was awesome. All right. Speaking of old men, let's talk about Billy Gunn and the Road Dogg.
Wow, what a segue.
Yes.
I thought they did great.
Me
Hey,
too.
they had a chance going. You still got it. So,
Yes, and I would agree. They do still got it,
and other than
except for Billy Gunn's hairline.
yeah, I was gonna say aside from his fading hairline, they look pretty good. You know.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, you told me something right before we started recording that you saw a little
did?
piece of information. Yeah, that they are going to be on next week.
I heard that there was a challenge issue to them.
Where'd you hear this from?
I don't know.
The internet? From only one source?
Internet,
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
source.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet that's what it
Great.
was. Yeah.
You had
It was
hopes
me.
up.
It was me. I started it. No. Rhodes Scholars. They're challenging New Age Outlaws next week on Raw.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. I hope that they stick around, and if they do,
Save the tag division, please.
yes, please save the tag
Please.
division.
It's on life support.
Get rid of the giant pennies and bring back titles. I mean, yeah.
That's what they do look like. They look like big pennies. Yeah.
He's saying pennies, folks.
I did say pennies.
Yeah.
Like 1 cent pennies.
Yeah.
Oh, because you thought he was saying like penne pasta.
You.
Yeah.
Right? I'm so lost.
Okay. Back to reality. Would you care to speculate?
Back to reality. What?
When that
What
happens.
reality is this? Jeez.
Would you care to speculate as to whether or not they will be at WrestleMania?
I can speculate.
Okay.
Sure, why not?
Is that your speculation?
I speculate they'll be there.
Okay, well then, done. Let's move on.
Next!
But they just had one match. I mean, what do you want me to say?
Well, apparently they're going to have a second match now,
Right.
according to you.
And a third and a fourth. Oh, I'm talking like Abel now.
Yeah, I know.
Don't do
sorry.
that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Don't lose your credibility, please.
Gimmick infringement over here. I would like to see them fight Hell No for the title at Mania. And of course, Hell No, they finally turn on each other and they, implode. And then New Age Outlaws has the title. I would like to see that.
Stretch.
It's a stretch, but
Do
that's
you
what I
write
want
for
to see.
WWE? Because that sounded like something a writer would come up with.
I would love to write for WWE. That'd be awesome.
Well,
I'm
from
not-
their creative that we know, is that a compliment or an insult?
I like the idea to a point.
Do you think Hell No is going to make it till Mania?
Maybe not. I mean, we were thinking that maybe they were going to split up beforehand and just have a one-on-one match with each other, but I don't know. The time's running short on that now. I mean, they're what now?
Hey, last week
away?
he said you want 80% of the WrestleMania card to be revealed by this week,
Yes.
and that's not going to happen. And what?
Well, no. I said in 2 podcasts. So this upcoming podcast. Yeah, because I said in 2 weeks. And remember, I said in 2 podcasts from now.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so
Check the tape.
While these 2 old married couples here fight, we're going to get back to wrestling.
Okay.
Just saying.
why would we want to do that?
Because it's like watching a ping pong tournament. You go, then he goes. You go, then he goes.
Well, that's just because you're sitting in the middle.
I know.
I told you to switch seats with him.
Yeah, but this one's so comfortable.
All right.
It's the same chair.
Shut up.
Oh, now let's go ahead and return to wrestling, you two. Yeah. Hush! All right, move on. Triple H cuts a little promo.
And his hair.
And his hair. Yes, well, yes, that's been cut. But
Hey, was he expecting a pop whenever he said the ass kicker's return? He's never
Yeah, I
been.
was
When
wondering
was he
that
started
too.
calling himself the ass kicker?
I thought he was talking about Judith from Walking Dead.
I wasn't the only one. High five,
Yes!
buddy.
I was like, what? Little ass kicker.
Yes, I get. Yes, I know. What you're
So didn't get it.
talking. What's Walking Dead?
That thing we always talk about when we should be talking about wrestling on our wrestling show.
Wait, this is a wrestling show?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Wait, come back.
Do you care about any of the stuff Triple H said? To me, it seemed like typical.
Well, yeah, it's just blah blah blah. I'm gonna get you. Blah blah blah.
I'm gonna get you.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm the game. Blah, 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 blah. King of kings.
No, you gotta
I am the game.
I'm gonna get you.
Okay, these 2 have officially become constipated.
And that's our impersonation of Triple H.
And we did that in stereo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Who just came in here?
Jay Lethal just walked in the door.
Oh, no, I'm not Jay Lethal at all. No, I'm not. I'm sorry, go ahead. Travis made me do it.
Stop that, Travis.
What did I do?
He told me if I didn't, he'd kill me. With kindness.
Quit poking the bear.
Grr.
All right, we had a WTF.
You're the wrestler. You can take me on.
Yeah. He probably could. He could probably kick all of our asses.
Thank you for saying probably, but no, he could kick my ass. So
Yeah. Okay.
I love how it just changed like that. He could kick my ass.
I'm scared.
That's okay. I can take you, kid. Come on.
I'm scared now.
Yeah,
That's
she's
right.
been doing that stratosphere yoga. You better watch out.
The stratosphere. God. I have no comment at all.
All right, we had a WTF moment of the week.
I think we did.
Yes.
Yeah, we have lots of them so far.
Yes.
No, not for the show. No.
Yeah, this whole shows with WTF. No, but on WWE programming, on Raw, there was a WTF moment. The Bret Hart DVD commercial that I thought was going to be a commercial for Sheamus. But it was for Bret Hart's DVD.
I've never seen a bait and switch for a commercial before.
Yeah, that was really out of the ordinary. I don't want to say it was bad, but it was like,
What
what?
the fuck?
Yeah.
Just say it. Just
Yeah.
say it.
It was what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just say it's bad.
No.
I saw that face. You didn't want to say it, but you want to say it so bad.
Well, no.
I'll say it. It was bad.
Kid Ransom's opinions and views do not reflect that of Houston Wrestling Radio.
In this case, they do.
It's Bret Hart. Dungeon Collection. And you got Sheamus. Making it out to be like a Sheamus DVD.
Yeah, he's there working out. They're showing him getting on the bus. And
Him
showing
stretching or
Had nothing to do with anything.
Him sitting in the stands before a show and then all of a sudden, oh, he's watching Bret Hart on a DVD.
Yeah,
It's like, okay, that just lost me.
that might have worked if it was like Natalia or Tyson Kidd.
Yeah.
Sheamus,
Wait,
he
a minute,
has.
what kind of movie are we talking about with Natalia?
I said Natalia, not China.
I said Natalia. I don't think it's about China.
But I don't understand what the connection is there with Sheamus.
It kind of looked like that was just a generic promo that you could just the video department could just edit in like just different DVDs for them to promote. Like they can swap out the DVD.
like
covers.
every week is
Yeah.
like Sheamus. I'm
Like-
gonna go work out.
Yeah, and then Sheamus picks up another DVD and you watch
The best of ECW Volume 2. Oh, great!
The Marine 5000.
That one that Wade Barrett's in that he's not really in.
But he's in it somewhere.
Kind of.
Thug number 2.
Yes. Henchman number 2. So, yes, that moment, WTF.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I agree.
I think that that's it that we have for Raw, SmackDown, WWE in general. Unless there's anything else you guys want to add.
I kind of want to see the Dungeon DVD now.
No, I definitely do too. Especially
Yeah.
being such a huge Bret Hart mark, I
Right.
definitely want to see that.
You would think Bret Hart would be in the commercial for the Bret Hart DVD.
Yeah.
Well, technically he was. He was on the TV screen Sheamus was watching.
Yeah. That's true.
If you think, and his face is on the cover of the DVD. Well, a cartoon face, but still.
Yeah. Okay.
There was such a WTF moment we have to keep talking about.
Yeah, we talked about it twice.
That right there is WTF.
Yeah, that shows that we just need to go ahead and move on.
Moving on!
Moving on. Okay. Done with WWE talk, done with Impact talk. Let's move on to something that happened this weekend. We went to Doomsday. It was
Doomsday.
yes. It was your first time going,
Yes.
Travis. Yes.
And it was hilarious.
Oh god, that show was freaking awesome.
My face was literally hurting from laughing so much.
Yes, like, I laughed more at that show than I did tonight on our show. And that's kind of hard to do.
Well, you're laughing with them. You're laughing at us. Yeah.
True, yes. I've been laughing at you and Ransom all night.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But, what stuck out from that show to you?
They have a fantastic tag team division.
He is all about this Doomsday Tag Division.
Yes, he is.
Well, maybe
That's
it's because
always-
I'm so deprived of tag teams
Yes.
from WWE and TNA that Doomsday can pull out.
A hell of a tag division,
Yes.
apparently.
Yeah.
I get to the studio, that's all he talks about. Doomsday Tag Division. It's like, okay.
Well, apparently you haven't seen the Fabulous Bunny Boys.
The what?
Exactly. Mr. Hippity, Mr. Hoppity.
Mr. Hibbity, Mr. Hobbity, what?
Uh-huh.
Sound like a bad Dusty Rhodes commercial over here. Explain Mr. Hibbity and Hoppity.
Okay,
to me, guys.
These are two guys that came out with
I'm gathering that much already.
right, with pink basketball shorts, and they had little fuzzy tails on their butt, and they had hats. They had
No, it
hats
gets better. No, it gets better.
with
Yeah.
bunny ears,
Right.
With bunny ears sticking out, and
With
they had
white gloves.
white suspenders and
White
white gloves. Yes.
Oh, and how did they come to the ring?
They hopped down well, they didn't have a ramp. They had stairs.
Yes, that's so they hopped down the steps.
They hopped down the steps.
Like bunnies would, right?
Yeah, and they hopped up the steps and into the ring. And then once they got in the ring, they weren't cute, cuddly rabbits anymore.
They're brawlers.
They're the biggest heels in the whole damn company.
Yeah. Brilliant.
They were diabolical bunny rabbits of doom.
Hardcore in their matches and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the funniest damn thing I'd ever seen.
Not to mention they had a little breakup.
Yeah, they're at the end of the match. So one
No,
turn.
not only did he break up, he stormed off. The way he stormed off, he hopped out.
He hopped away. He angrily hopped away. Yeah, but of course, was that before or after they laid an egg?
That was before.
They laid an egg.
Yes, they laid an egg.
Oh god, I'm laughing thinking about it.
You forgot about that, didn't you?
No, I didn't forget. Trust me, I didn't forget.
And I shit you not, Ransom.
No, he shitted. He shitted an egg.
He did. Apparently, he had some little Easter eggs, the ones that are filled with confetti, in his shorts. And he, stood above his opponent and made this constipated face like he was trying to pop something out. And he did! This little egg comes rolling out of his shorts onto his opponent, and they picked up the egg and smashed it on the dude's head. All this confetti goes out all over the place everywhere.
You got a bar in this place? I need a drink.
It was at a bar, so.
It was at a bar, yeah.
But that's not to be undone by their opponents.
Right.
Who are their opponents?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked.
Oh, God.
The Society of Distinguished Gentlemen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sir Leopold Lipstash.
right.
And
Lipstash?
Lipstash.
And,
Something ass.
Ashington.
Something Assington.
yes.
I can't remember what
But they're so nice.
they were very, very nice.
And describe these guys for me.
Okay, they came out with nice big handlebar mustaches, much like our friend Jason Stash, yes. And
That's gimmick infringement right there.
a little bit, yes. But you don't see Stash with a petticoat and a top hat
Yet.
yet.
Canes, they had a little...
Canes and an ascot.
Yes.
They had a little ascot. Yes.
So you're telling me these guys came out looking like the Monopoly Man?
Yes.
Yes! Yes!
Or...
I didn't think about that, but
Yes.
yes.
Monopoly Man.
Without the monocle.
Right. No, one of them had a monocle.
Did he have a monocle?
Yeah, he had a monocle.
Ah.
Okay, these two just got excited about a monocle. That's when you know the show needs to end. About a monocle.
No, my friend, that's when the show starts.
Yes.
This is gonna be a two-parter. I can already see it.
Probably. And their gimmick was that they were all about sportsmanship.
Yes.
And when they could have hit somebody, they decided to shake hands. And they allowed their opponent, once they were down, they allowed... Yes. They allowed
That's
his
his
opponent...
distinguished voice.
It's like, I'm beating you down. And one of the Bunny Boys was like, no, stop, let me make a tag. Oh, well, please,
He
sir,
let him
go
go
ahead.
ahead. He let him make a tag.
Here, go tag.
Because he asked nicely.
Yeah, he asked nicely. Yeah. So he let his opponent make a tag when he could have won the damn match.
Oh, yeah, that's why they were going to win the match, but they stopped to have a spot of
A
tea.
spot of tea. Yes, they had a tea break in the middle.
Well, that's not even right. They stopped for tea. Oh, Abel's over here turning red again. Look at him.
That match was ridiculous.
Yes.
And all of the shenanigans that happened in that match. Yes, I did say shenanigans.
Oh, that's a trademark.
Yeah.
That's vintage. That's
Vintage!
There was a lot more of that throughout the entire show.
Yeah.
All kinds of just crazy, wacky, goofy stuff.
Let's not
That was
forget
just
the time travel.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
There was
yeah.
Time travel?
Yeah.
I need to go to a Doom show.
You damn right you
Yes,
do.
you do.
I keep missing them. I'm sorry.
Yeah. There was a guy that
From the year 4026.
yes,
God.
who traveled here through time.
Yeah.
He was
With the power glove.
yeah, he had an NES Power Glove as his time machine and remote control, I guess. And he would stop time and show up, and he was the Doomsday champion from the future, and he wanted to challenge the current day Doomsday champ, and that was pretty much leading into the main event. But it was a story arc throughout the whole damn show.
Oh, but he was about to win. He was about to conquer the current. But then we had a little save. We had a run-in.
Yes.
You want to say who the run-ins were from?
Sure. We had Buddy Holly. Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
What? And General Sam Houston.
Yep.
My boy Sam.
Did you know
Oh Lord.
that those three are actually part of the time traveling? It was I forget what it was.
I forget what it was called
Yeah.
too, but they were like some sort of time traveling crew that
Yeah.
would go around and make sure that Texas would be saved
Yes.
from other time traveling, bad guys or whatever. Yeah, it was. Really,
I can see it.
Yeah, because they're all Texans.
I remember him. Calendar.
Calendar, yeah, that was
I
the name of
remember
the time
him.
traveler guy.
He was doing something. He erased the memory of somebody. I can't remember who it was, but
Kid Zebra.
who?
Exactly, yeah, he erased him from time. That's right, we were not supposed to be able to remember him.
Yeah. And you just ruined the joke.
Yeah, I did ruin the joke, I'm sorry.
Off with this guy.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so lost right now.
You should be, but it was a good thing.
Something about a zebra and Patrick Swayze. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Okay, I tell you what.
Oh Lord.
Um,
God help me.
in May,
Yes.
there's going to be a
Exclusive. Listen.
no, it's not exclusive.
Damn it.
At the Comic Book Convention at George R. Brown, they will be there. They'll be performing.
They'll have a show.
They'll have a show all throughout the weekend. I think Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I wouldn't quote it on that. I think it's just one day.
Is it?
I'm not sure.
Anyway, they're going to be there. So be at Comicpalooza, you'll see Doomsday there.
Okay, Abel, you have to remind me.
I will. I'll remind you.
No excuses.
No, I'll remind you. Look at me like that. Like your mama don't feed you.
He's not going to remind you.
Somebody has to remind me to remind him. Anyway, Tex and Dirty, if you guys are listening, you guys put on a great show. Thanks for coming on our show to have the interview, and it was good seeing you guys there. That show was freaking awesome. I can't wait till the next one.
Yeah, we had an awesome time there.
Right. Let's move on.
We could spend another show just talking about
He's
what we
just
saw.
laughing at his notepad.
Yeah. I'm just like trying to remember all the stuff that happened at Doomsday. It just makes me giggle.
It makes him giggle.
Okay. So that's what happened this past weekend.
Right.
Again, this upcoming weekend, on March the 9th, we are having ROW.
Yeah!
Yeah, we'll see our boy Kid in action defending his internet championship.
Whooping some
damn
ass.
Skippy hippie.
What?
You damn skippy hippie.
Oh, alright.
You got your catchphrases, I got mine. Go on.
Okay. I want to see you use that one in the ring.
Okay. I got lots of them. I'm gonna say shenanigans too, just to piss him off.
No, that is gimmick infringement. He will sue you.
He can drive.
I'm looking forward to this show now. Even more. Even more so. Alright. So bell time is at 7:30, so make sure you guys are on time. ROW waits for no man. And it's a clear...
What was that?
I have no
Oh,
idea.
I know.
It's at the Cold Lake Recreation Center, so make sure you come on down. After that, we talked about this, all these shows a little bit last week, so we're just going to reiterate here. We're going to have NWA Houston on March the 15th at 7:30, and that's going to be at 21902 Northwest Freeway in Cypress. So, everyone go check them out. Then the following weekend, we have XWA's second show, and that is going to be on March the 24th, and that is on a Sunday. And no, I did not screw up the day that time. Sunday.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm
Look
sure.
Look at your notes again.
I'm looking at it.
Positive?
I'm positive. It's actually on a Sunday,
Okay.
not a Saturday. Yeah. Robbie E is advertised to be there. Yes, the old fist pump man himself. That'll be the second time that he's shown up, so there'll be 2 for 2 with that. And bell time for that is at 6 p.m., and it's going to be at the Midwest Customs Automotive Center, and that's at 2701 Strawberry Road in Pasadena. Pasadena, Texas. All right.
Yes, we know Pasadena. Yeah, we know Texas. You don't have to say Pasadena.
Right.
Even though you said it like 3 times.
It could have been Pasadena, California.
But then why would... Never mind.
Why would
Moving
you be
on.
advertising it then?
I don't know.
It's able, so...
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
Moving on.
After that, we have Texas All-Star Wrestling. That is going to be on March the 30th, and that's the Humble Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be at 7 p.m. at Coach's Sports Bar out in Humble. And again, we still haven't got the address for that. I meant to look that up, but I...
Coach's Sports Bar, just look it up, just Google it.
Yeah.
I know it's right off of 1960, close to Huffman.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
So we got closer this week.
Yes.
By the time the show actually happens, then we'll have the actual directions.
Well, it's not our job to have directions to these places, Abel.
True.
You're just supposed to advertise
Yeah.
when and where.
Right.
Oh, wait,
we assume
you are
people-
supposed to give directions on the where part.
No.
Okay. Never mind.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
This is the age of Google. Google
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Kid, are you going to be at any of these shows? These other shows?
My lips are sealed.
Oh. No exclusive, huh?
Yeah.
No, not this time, guys.
Oh, okay.
Quit harassing our guests.
Honestly.
All right. But then we have, and we talked about this a little bit last week again, Ring of Honor is coming to San Antonio on June the 1st.
All right.
Now, we did find out a little something about that. Tickets go on sale this week.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, there's plenty of time to plan on getting out there, June the 1st, but we need to have all our monies together to buy tickets, now. So, we're definitely going to try to go out to that. And, maybe we'll see y'all out there if y'all come on down with us and have a grand old time in San Antonio.
And you'll be able to see us with our brand new spanking HWR t-shirts.
Yes, that is true. That's a great little segue there. Yep, we have t-shirts now, folks. They are spiffy looking. They look nice.
You can check them out on our Facebook page.
Yeah,
And they're
Facebook.
the hottest things going today.
Ah, I see what he did there. Yes.
This guy, he knows a little thing or two
Yeah.
about t-shirts. Yes. We're wearing them. We have them. We have a picture of us wearing them on our shirts. On our
Yeah,
site.
they have a picture of them on their shirts, wearing the shirts.
That'd be awesome.
Hey!
We're not egotistical or anything at
Yeah,
all.
right. No, I meant on our sites, like Facebook and Twitter and whatnot. So go check it out if you want to take a look-see at the t-shirt design. And that was from our friend Aaron Garcia, Awesome AG Designs. Look that up on Facebook. If you ever need a logo or anything, go to him. He makes the stuff for us. He's also
All my stuff.
yeah. He did your stuff too.
He does all my logos.
Well, there you go.
I
He's-
love AG. I can't call him AG.
well, we call him Aaron, but his company is Awesome AG Designs.
Yeah.
So there you go.
AG Designs, that kick ass right there.
Yeah. So check that out on Facebook. A friend of the show, we talked about him a couple of weeks ago, Scott the Scott. He was the guy that we sent on the private jet to WrestleMania, or not WrestleMania, Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. He is starting his own podcast. But don't worry.
Competition?
No, don't worry.
Hey, down boy!
Yeah, it's not about wrestling. It's about soccer.
Okay, so, so we don't have to jump down.
Right.
Okay,
So we can be friendly with him.
Oh,
and,
okay.
and, promote his
Hi,
stuff.
Scott.
Yeah.
Hi, Scott!
Love
Yeah.
the show.
His podcast is called Stoppage Time. I guess it has something to do with soccer. I don't know. I don't understand that terminology. But to somebody that doesn't understand wrestling, I'm sure they won't get the title of Shining Wizards. Which, hey, by the way, Shining Wizards. These
Maybe
guys,
I'll roll with these little segues.
I am. Shining Wizards. These guys are, some good guys. Are fellow podcasters. They are competition. There you go. Putting over the competition.
And you're letting him do this.
Well, we have a nice little back and forth between these guys, and they're good guys. I listen to their show. And guess what? They're having RVD on their show this week. So that's something that's definitely you'd want to check out. You could go and go to their website, which is www.shiningwizards.com.
One more time.
No, they only get one.
Damn it! www.shiningwizards.com. And their Twitter handle, which that's basically how we got a hold of them, through Twitter. They were tweeting on Raw and whatnot, and they say some clever stuff, and we said some clever stuff back. And their Twitter handle is @WizardsPodcast. So check them out. We also had another website on there, not a website, excuse me, another podcast.
Another one?
Yeah, another one, who was being friendly with us and whatnot, and we're going to be friendly with them
All
back.
these guys trying to hop on our bandwagon here. I don't blame you guys. I mean, I'd be doing the same thing.
I did. Yeah. Get out of here with that stuff.
Okay.
But we're trying to be friendly. We all get along. We're all a bunch of wrestling marks, so whatever,
But we actually
Watch
have a
out
wrestler
for
here.
Yes.
stupid Mark. Yeah.
All right. Let me get to this plug, please.
Plug it
All
already.
right. Wrestling Chronicle. You can check them out. Check them out on their Twitter, and they have a brand new podcast. They did their first episode this past week, and their Twitter handle is @WrestlingChron, CHRON, which that should be familiar to people here in the Houston area who subscribe to the Houston Chronicle. Ha! But they're not from Houston. It's just coincidence. I'm not sure where they're based out of.
He's
actually,
going to get a letter from the Houston Chronicle. You mentioned us and didn't tell us. We want royalties.
don't tell them if we mentioned them.
They mentioned you.
Shh.
They want royalties. They're in some trouble.
They probably can't.
Yeah, they ain't gonna get nothing.
Go on, Abel. Go with it.
Yeah. Actually, that's the last.
Abel's got some pesos that you can give him.
Pesos? You should be doing like cartoon work or something with your.
Do cartoon working out wrestling?
You can do both. You can have a cartoon wrestling show.
Rock and wrestling, man.
Yeah.
They did that once. It didn't work.
Oh, come on now.
That's because they didn't have you on.
That's true.
Yeah, that's it. All right. That's all I got as far as cheap plugs go.
Okay.
I think we're done.
I think we are.
Yeah.
Are we?
I think so.
I believe so. Okay.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Ransom, thanks so much for coming on the show, man.
Thank you for having me.
It was a hoot.
Yes.
This guy.
And finally, someone else that sides with me. Thank you. I
High
appreciate
five on that one, buddy.
White guys over here getting along.
It's
Hey.
not a color thing, okay?
Well, in this case, it is, but no.
Well, a little bit, but not really. Heesh. Okay, so you won't feel left out. Odale, vato, I'm on your side. Give me a high five over here, chico.
Órale, güey!
Odale, vato.
All right,
Bring the tequila.
that's it.
It's a party now.
All right, no, we're straight edge. Oops.
Too late.
Came to the wrong party, sucker. All right. Hopefully Booker doesn't listen to this and then lose all respect for you. Like, what the hell is wrong with Kid?
No, if he listens to this, he's probably going to make me do 8,000 impersonations.
We got a new gimmick for you, boy.
Right.
Can you dig that, sucker? All right. Everyone come check out this guy. Wrestle this weekend. Come check us out. We'll be there this weekend. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You guys keep it classy. Adios, my friends.
Get loud!